What makes human intelligence so special? It's not brain size compared to elephants. It's not brain size body weight ratio that belongs to magpies. All medium-sized birds, like owls as well. So what about our brains makes us so unique? Actually, a very interesting question. So I looked at some peer-reviewed articles to try and come up with a answer for this. Like, obviously, I'm not a neurosurgeon in mind, but this is what I found. So as this question implies, size nor ratio of brain to body is the reason why our brains are the most advanced organ on Earth, right? Those aren't the reasons. That's what we can say. The reason, according to peer-reviewed articles that I viewed, is the complexity of the human brain and a much higher number of neurons in the cerebral cortex in comparison to any other kind of brain on Earth. So the number of neurons allows us to have a higher rational deduction ability, higher memory capacity, etc. All right, so that's one of the factors. Furthermore, different parts of our brains have intricate strategies to efficiently interact with each other, with the conjunctive effort being known as synergy to neuroscientists. So neuroscientists label this conjunctive effort within our brain, right, with the various parts of our brains working conjunctively as synergy. That's the term they use. So that's the reason as why humans do have vastly superior intelligence in comparison to any organism in the animal kingdom. Right, so that's another reason why. Right, so in fact, so here's a fun fact that most people don't know. Scientists have come up with a quantitative value, actually, of how much RAM a human brain has, right, like a computer, RAM. And they concluded that around 2.5 million gigabytes of RAM is what a human brain has as far as memory capacity. That's absolutely preposterous. The typical modern computer has around a terabyte of memory, which is about 1,000 gigabytes. Right? So if neuroscientists have concluded that human brains have 2.5 million gigabytes of RAM in comparison to a typical computer that has 1,000 gigabytes, that should show you the capacity of the human brain. That's absolutely absurd. And I think people don't realize the preposterous tool that a human brain really is. So it's extremely complex, and because of that, even the brightest minds on Earth are constantly finding out new things about the human brain, and will continue to do so as they learn more about the brain. Right? Since it's hard to study, because the best way to study it is after someone's death. Right? It's hard to kind of analyze a brain living and trying to find the patterns and intricacies about it. Right? So another interesting thing which I've spoke about in past streams is the ability of the brain to use its property known as neuroplasticity, right? So that's essentially a brain evolving throughout one lifetime. So a single brain can evolve throughout one lifetime, depending on the host's experiences. If the host is someone that is constantly trying to attain new knowledge and is constantly working out their brain, then the property of neuroplasticity can be seen at its finest, right? Which can basically be defined as the brain creating new patterns as far as pathways for neurons to work and things of that nature. So the brain is a very complex and intricate tool. Extremely. So yeah, that's the reason why the human brain is absurdly advanced compared to any other brain in the animal kingdom.